Hey everyone, welcome to the video of the week. Today's video of the week is NXT TakeOver Chicago and WWE Money in the Bank pay-per-view coverage. So we're going to start out with NXT TakeOver since that was Saturday night. So let's get into it. Okay, these matches will not be in order at all. But we have the Undisputed Era versus Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch for the NXT Tag Team Championships in a tag team match in which the Undisputed Era retained the tag team titles. It was a good match. It's seen Adam Cole getting involved a little bit, but it was a good match nonetheless. Then we had Shayna Baszler defending the NXT Women's Championship against Nikki Cross in a singles match. Shayna Baszler retained the title as well, and she beat Nikki Cross by making her pass out to the code of whatever her submission hold is called. And then we had Ricochet versus the Velveteen Dream in a singles match, in which was probably the match of the night, in my opinion, if not the second match of the night. No, I would say it's the second match of the night. And the winner of that was Ricochet, but nonetheless, this was an awesome match. And I give it up to Velveteen Dream as well, because he did give Ricochet a run for his money. And then we had Aleister Black versus Lars Sullivan in a singles match for the NXT Championship, in which saw Aleister Black defeating Lars Sullivan and retaining the championship. I personally believed that Lars Sullivan was probably going to pick up the victory, but I was wrong, and I admit that. Aleister Black remained champion, and I'm happy about that, because I was going for Aleister deep down inside, but I know how much Lars Sullivan is a monster as well. Moving on, we have the Chicago Street Fight, which was actually the main event, which was an absolutely fantastic match between Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. And this match seen so much hardcore stuff and stuff that I can't even imagine going through. But they did it. And kudos to both of them for putting on an awesome match like that. I don't think the storyline or the rivalry between them is quite over yet, but nevertheless, it was a fantastic match. Johnny had the match won on a couple of stages, but technically, when it comes down to it, Tommaso Ciampa picked up the victory in this one. So that's it for NXT TakeOver Chicago. Let's go ahead and move on to Money in the Bank coverage. Now, these matches, again, will not be in order. On the kickoff show, or the pre-show, we had the Bludgeon Brothers defending the Smackdown Tag Team titles against Gallows and Anderson. And to be honest with you, I thought the Bludgeon Brothers was going to just walk right through this match quick. But then again, I realized the club actually gave him a decent run. I mean, they gave him more than a run, I think, than the Usos and that did, in my personal opinion. But the Bludgeon Brothers still came out victorious and retained the SmackDown Tag Team titles. Then we had Roman Reigns versus Jinder Mahal in a singles match. And as much times as Sunil Singh had tried to get involved in the match, Roman Reigns overseen it and still got the victory over Jinder Mahal. Then we had the Daniel Bryan versus Big Cass match, and this match honestly was an okay match. It wasn't really all that, but Daniel Bryan picked up the victory over Big Cass once again, making it 2-0 in the rivalry, where Daniel Bryan picking up 2 wins over Big Cass. Then it was Bobby Lashley versus Sami Zayn, and a singles match, and Bobby Lashley picked up the victory over Sami Zayn. And then we had Seth Rollins versus Elias in a singles match for the IC title. And to be honest with you, it was a decent match, and it was a good match as well. But to be honest with you, I think it could have been a little bit better, but that's just my personal opinion. It was an awesome match. I will give him that. But Seth Rollins came out victorious and remained the Intercontinental Champion. And then we had the Smackdown Women's Championship match where Carmella defended against Asuka in a singles match. And to be honest with you, I honestly thought that Asuka was going to walk all over Carmella in this match and pick up the victory. But it was the return of James Ellsworth who actually helped Carmella pick up the victory for Asuka. I did hear some rumors, but I didn't want to really point anything out to anybody because I didn't want to pretty much spoil anything, and plus I didn't know it was going to be true or not. But Carmella got the victory over Asuka. Then we had the WWE Championship match against AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura in a last man standing match. And to be honest with you, let's hope this is the last one, because this rivalry is getting quite... I'd hate to say it's boring, because these guys are fantastic athletes. It's just we're getting kind of used to everything that they're doing. And AJ Styles picked up the victory, so that's why I'm hoping that it's over and both of them can move on to other things. Then we had the women's Money in the Bank briefcase match, which is an 8-woman ladder match for the Money in the Bank briefcase, in which saw Naomi taking on Lana, Charlotte, Becky Lynch, Natalya, Sasha Banks, Ember Moon, and Alexa Bliss. And Alexa Bliss won the Money in the Bank briefcase for the women, so making that one of the briefcases going to Monday Night Raw. And then we had Nia Jax versus Ronda Rousey, which ended in a disqualification because Alexa Bliss had came out and attacked both Ronda Rousey and Nia Jax, and then went on to cash in the Money in the Bank briefcase on the same night, much like Dean Ambrose did a couple years ago, I believe, and I think Kane did it as well. And so we went on to have a new Raw Women's Champion in Alexa Bliss. And then in our main event, it was the Money in the Bank briefcase match for the men, and it was an 8-man ladder match, which saw Kofi Kingston of the New Day, representing New Day, versus Finn Balor, The Miz, Rusev, Bobby Roode, Kevin Owens, Samoa Joe, and Braun Strowman. And Braun Strowman came out victorious and became the Mr. Money in the Bank, or Monster in the Bank, as some people are calling him, which means that Monday Night Raw has picked up both Money in the Bank briefcases for this year, and Braun Strowman is definitely setting his sights on Brock Lesnar. So I'm hoping that, in my personal opinion, he cashes in as soon as possible and gets that title off of Brock Lesnar. So that's it for the coverage video. Next Wednesday's video of the week will be my created wrestlers in WWE 2K18. And just remember that Sims World for this week will be on Monday and Tuesday, or again tomorrow and Tuesday. So have a great day, peace, and thank you guys for watching.